y'all. Welcome back to Ruth Delgado Glamour Page. I'm here doing another video, and I have a question for y'all. And please put an answer in the comment section if you know the answer, because I'm really curious. Why is it that people are so safe and so comfortable and cool with claiming sicknesses as their natural bloodline, something that they get from their parents, instead of realizing that it's not the sickness, it's the bad habits? Hear me out. I just got off the phone talking to a girlfriend of mine, and love this girl. She's an amazing person, but she has some issues. Part of the issues is the same as mine, arthritis. And because I know about it from me having it myself, as well as my mother having it also, I was trying to tell her like different details and different foods that I know of personally, that I eat personally, that I know can help with that problem. Now, my problem is not as bad as it used to be, because my arthritis used to be so bad to the point where um when I would write, or when I would work, like have my hands doing something for a long period of time, like for instance, if I wrote a lot, um if I bedazzled a lot, or if I cleaned a lot, my hands would ball up and they would be in so much pain. Also, my knees. I think I just shared with you guys on one of these other videos that my knees, oh my gosh. Now, I used to have Megan Thee Stallion knees, baby. Mind you, I still do, but they hurt now. I can, move and everything, not like I used to, but I still can move, a lot similar. It's just that, like, certain positions that I used to be able to hold long, I can't hold as long anymore. Certain things that I usually be able to do like on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, like sometimes now I got to take a break in between and stuff like that. So those are the differences in now and like when it was worse. The reason why it's better now is because of the changes in my diet that I've made, and because of the exercises that I've been doing. Um, for one, I do the best that I can to make sure that I dance around, I move around, I walk around. I don't be too still. Now, that be a bit of an issue sometimes, because a lot of times, as y'all already know, if y'all already watched me for quite some time, I'm usually in the house. So, unless I'm moving around in the house, how I'm going to move around? But I do. I move around in the house. I get the dancing. I get the moving around. I get the stretching. I get to doing my yoga. I do my yoga dance. Whatever I can do to keep my body active and moving regularly, I've noticed the more you move, the less arthritis really has a chance to set in. And arthritis comes from mucus. It comes from mucus being in your joints. And when you move, the arthritis being in your joints, that's what causes the pain. But see, the problem is that so many people don't even recognize that that's what arthritis is. And I'm sitting here talking to my girlfriend, and she's not even trying to listen to me as I'm trying to tell her what arthritis is and what different things that she can eat or do on a regular basis that can help her out with the arthritis. Like, I do understand that nothing is going to be fixed overnight. But I also understand that if you just secure yourself in the thought that, oh, this is in my bloodline, there's nothing that I can do about it, then you won't ever be able to do anything about it. Not because you can't, but because you're not paying attention to the fact that these doctors lie to you. I'm going to just put it like that. These doctors lied to you when they told you that it's in your DNA and there's no way to get rid of it. Why are they lying to you to tell you that? Because they want you to stay sick. Because they know that the sicker you stay, the more you'll come back to them, to the doctor's office. The more you'll keep having to come back and see them. So they already know if I really heal her, then it's gonna be no need for me. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta put the glare light on because my light keep going off. But excuse the glare. But yeah, so it's just like, it kind of frustrates me because I recognize the bad habit that we have, that we just sit there and listen to these fools that's just telling us anything so that we can stay coming to them, so we can pay for their child's tuition and stuff, and pay for their tuition because they probably not even finished getting their tuition paid for from school, from college. And instead of us opening up our minds and recognizing, like, yeah, that does make sense, that, yeah, it's a possibility that they're giving us the wrong information because they don't want us to get better. They want us to stay sick. Capiche? Is anybody hearing me out there? Like, we have to realize that it doesn't even make sense what they're telling us when they tell us, oh, that's your DNA. No, darling, it's not my DNA. Because even though DNA never changes, habits do. Okay? So let's be honest with your patients and tell them, actually, it's not your DNA. But it can be looked at as your DNA because the consistency of how you eat and your toxic habits is what leads up to these sicknesses. And yes, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-great-grandparents possibly had the same type of eating habits, possibly had the same type of toxic habits. So therefore, yes, it seems like it's hereditary. But it's not. Because if it seriously was just hereditary, then you would never be able to fix it. But being as though I know it's not seriously hereditary, I know you can fix it. Because if you change those toxic habits that your family is used to having, and you discontinue those toxic habits and you recognize that they're toxic and they're not good for you to keep obtaining and keep doing, then you will actually start to feel the difference in your body and notice that your body is starting to heal itself. And you will start to recognize there's nothing wrong with your bloodline, dear. They're lying to you, baby. They're telling you a fib. It is not in your bloodline. It is in your toxic bad habits that you were taught from your bloodline. But it's not in your blood. They lied to you. When are we going to recognize? Yo, seriously. When are we going to recognize and really seriously realize that these doctors be lying to us, trying to tell us that basically our blood is poisonous? Anytime you tell me that my blood has sicknesses connected to it that I cannot get rid of, you're basically telling me my blood is poisonous. And it's not. And I know it's not, because I know for a fact from my own experiences that you literally can change how you eat, change the way you take care of yourself, and make sure that you consciously move around more. Make sure that you consciously make sure you work out more. Make sure that you consciously make sure you exercise more. Make sure that you consciously do things differently than you know your parents did them. Because that's how to get out of that hereditary bullshit. Excuse my mouth. Okay? It's not hereditary. It is not in your blood. Listen to me, hard-headed butts. Please. Because a lot of y'all hard-headed, just like my friend is. And if she watching this video, girl, you know I love you. But regardless, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. And they're lying to you. They're lying to us. Do you really think they're going to tell us the truth? So that we never come back to their doctor's office again and they never get another payment from our insurance? Think about it. That's why they're lying to you. And you need to stop allowing them to lie to you, because the more you keep allowing them to lie to you, you're allowing them to help you keep your habits the same and help you make excuses for not doing anything about it. And not to say that she's not doing anything about it, because she is doing things about it, but she's doing what they're telling her. And she's doing what she believes is associated with what she needs to do according to what they're saying. And I really wish that she would listen to me talking to her and trying to tell her, like, you need to find your own way of how to heal yourself with this, because it is not hereditary. It just seems like it's hereditary because, of course, your family, your family is the first example of what to eat, how to eat, and how to act. So, when you learn what to eat and how to act, and you've learned to eat a bunch of toxic, sickly, sick, causing foods, and you've learned how to act in toxic manners and toxic ways, of course your parents is not going to ever tell you that the ways that I taught you is toxic. But that does not make it any less toxic than it actually is, does it? Why do we shudder at the idea of recognizing that our parents may not have been the best people for an example for us? And maybe we need to flip the script and teach our parents a thing or two. Why do we keep thinking that, oh, the parents have the best idea in mind, like it stops with them? No, darling. It starts with them. Doesn't stop with them. And it doesn't have to stop with you either. But if you don't listen, it will stop with you, because you're never going to be able to heal yourself. If you keep listening to the people that's going to lie to you and that's going to tell you things that's going to keep you sick, that's going to keep you coming to the hospital because they know they want that paycheck, how do you think you're ever going to get well? It's impossible. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they want you to hear that'll make you come back to them and end up having another sickness. And I just honestly I feel so crazy that we live in such a mental institution type of world. And that's what Dr. Sebi called it. Dr. Sebi said it's a mental asylum that you live in when you live in a country that think it's okay to sit there and lie to you about your health so that they can keep you sick. But that's the kind of country America is. They lie to you about your health so that you can give yourself an excuse to stay sick. And my girlfriend's excuse to stay sick is, oh, it's in my bloodline. No, it's not, baby. It's not in your bloodline. It's in your blood habits. That's all it is. It's habits, toxic habits that you have not unlearned, and you have not overstood that this is bad for me, and this is why I keep getting sickly. This is why I keep having to go to the doctors, because this stuff is bad for me, and then these doctors aren't giving me the right information because they don't really want me to get well, because they want me to come back to them. And they don't want to come back. They don't want me to come back to them well. They want me to come back to them sicker so I can spend more money with them. And it's fucked up. It irks my soul. It really does, because it's like the foolishness that we're taught to believe. Wow. It really blows my mind. And not in a good way. It blows my mind in the most terrible, crazy, psycho, what the heck way. And I just pray for my people, because we've been taught not to know better. We have. We've been taught not to listen to people that actually know what they're talking about. We've been taught so many toxic behavior traits, it's ridiculous. And it's just like, I'm kind of like chuckling a little bit right now, but I don't think it's funny. It's just like, I chuckle just to like kind of keep myself from getting really upset, because this stuff really upsets me, to be honest with y'all. It really upsets me because I know that a lot of our people is not sick, decrepit, and messed up because they want to be. They're like this because these doctors and these people that claim that they know what they're talking about have no idea what they're talking about, and lying to you and basically telling you to do things that's going to make you get sicker instead of helping you to get better. You're supposed to be on a self-healing journey when you know you naturally, supposedly naturally very sickly. You're supposed to be on a self-healing journey. You're supposed to say, you know what, it's time for me to heal myself. I'm sick and tired of coming to the doctors and needing y'all to help me, and then y'all want to lie to me, because I know y'all not going to tell me the truth. Because why would y'all tell me the truth when y'all know that when y'all tell me the truth, I'm actually going to heal myself and I'm not going to need y'all anymore? Come on, let's stop acting like we're fools, because we're not. We're very smart people. We're very intelligent. I need us to start acting like we are. I need us to start really thinking and really realizing that, wait a minute, how is it even possible for a sickness to be in your blood and there to be no type of change whatsoever that you can make to undo that sickness? It's impossible. It doesn't even sound possible. But these are the lies that these doctors tell you. And we choose, and I'm not going to say we, because I don't believe that crap. Y'all choose to believe it. I have to say y'all, because I don't believe that mess. I have come to understand that these people are liars and they're not going to tell you the truth. So if you keep expecting them to tell you the truth, then you just lying to yourself at this point, because you know they're not going to tell you the truth. It doesn't behoove them to tell you the truth, because lying to you gets them paid. Think about it. You get well, they have no job. Is that something that you're supposed to feel like you're responsible for? Hell no. They should have picked more than one career. And then, there's plenty of sick people in the world. So I'm pretty sure they're going to find another if you heal up. But the sad part about it is these doctors are basically teaching people to kill themselves, because they're teaching people to maintain toxic behaviors, toxic eating habits, and environments, and telling them that because you're used to it and because this is what your parents did, you can't escape this, which is a lie, because you can make different choices than your parents. You can eat differently than your parents did. You can notice the toxic behaviors that your parents had that got them sick and not do it yourself. So does that mean it's in the blood? No, it's not. It's in the habits. Now, mind you, a lot of people don't have self-control. And I know this. So because a lot of doctors know that a lot of people don't have self-control, they prey on this. And they know that it makes a patient of theirs actually kind of happy to think, oh, there's nothing I can do about this. It makes their client kind of happy because it puts them in a mode where they don't got to do too much work. It puts them in a mode where the doctor is not on their case like, oh, you make sure you get your diet together. You make sure you get this together and that together. The doctor's not going to be on your ass because you've already accepted him telling you, oh, this is in your bloodline, which is a lie. But you've already accepted that. Now, does a lie become truth because you've accepted it? No. It doesn't. If anything, it makes you feel stupid when you really realize that you believe the lie. And then it makes you feel real stupid when you recognize that other people that cared about you was trying to tell you differently, and you chose to be a fool and not listen. And I see it every day, man. I hear it every day. People are so gung ho on not changing. It's a lot easier to stay toxic than it is to fix and change and adjust those toxic habits and those toxic behaviors and realize, you know what, this ain't gonna work. I gotta do better. And I just pray for us. I just pray for us that we start to really get the recognition, like really recognize that these people are lying to us when they tell us that there's nothing to do, there's nothing that we can do about our sicknesses and diseases that we may supposedly get from um, our parents or our bloodline. And I put them fingers up like this on purpose because, like I said, is not true. It's not. Because if you change your habits, you change your eating, you change your behavior from which you know caused your parents to have sicknesses, I promise you, you're not going to have no problems no more. You're not. But the thing about it is, these same people, they don't want to exercise having control and actually changing their behavior. They don't want to do that. So yes, they'll rather listen to somebody that's trying to rake them through the coals and take all their money. Is that smart? Not at all. But that's what a lot of people are doing. And it just got me shaking my head over here because I'm just like, I just shaking my head because what else can I do? I try to tell people that I know and that I love and that I care about. Like I was trying to tell my girlfriend, like, they're lying to you, mamas. Like they're lying to you. Why do you believe them? Why do y'all keep believing these liars? Now, mind you, this is not to say that I do not believe at all in the health system, but I do know that the health system is very fucked up. Excuse my mouth, but it is. And I do know that the health system is very greedy. And they're never going to stop being that way. So if we want to heal, we got to heal ourselves because they're not trying to heal you. They're trying to kill you. How come we have all of these sicknesses out here that didn't even exist a few years ago and y'all still haven't gotten it in your head that these people are not trying to heal you, they're trying to kill you? God, Lord. All I'm going to say, tribe, truth tribe, pay attention. Keep your eyes wide shut, okay? Start to really recognize, start to really pay attention, start to really ask the questions that nobody wants to ask. And I guarantee you're going to start to recognize exactly what I'm saying. And I pray that you're strong enough to handle it. Because, listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to close out on this. One thing that I can say about finding out so much of the information that I know now, especially about the health system and how they'll lie to you about what you should be eating because they want to keep you in the hospital. They want to keep you sick. They want to keep you coming back to them. It's like, when I recognize how much we've been lied to, bamboozled, deceived, and how much we accept all of that foolishness and toxicity, I was like, we need help, God. For real. We need serious help. And ancestors, I pray that y'all help us because we need help out here. Because we've been taught to hate ourselves. We've been taught to hate each other. We've been taught to not heal each other, not heal ourselves. We've been taught that we are unhealable. Because basically what my girlfriend was trying to tell me is that she's not healable. She didn't exactly say that, But she basically was saying it's in her bloodline and it's nothing that she can do about it. She didn't say there's nothing she could do about it, but she might as well said that. And I know for a fact there's definitely something you can do about it. There's definitely something you can do to change it. But you may not be able to do it because you may not have self control, and you may not be able to change your habits because you've gotten too comfortable with what you're used to. Because in all actuality, that's the real honesty. It's not about it being in your blood, it's about it being in your habits. And if you can get it out of your habits, you can get it out of your blood. So let's assume that the doctors are right and it's in your bloodline. Change your habits. Then change your bloodline. On that note, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys was able to get something valuable out of this video. I hope that I was able to help you out. I hope that you got some supportive energy, some uplifting energy, some healing energy, because that's what we need out here. It's too many sicknesses, it's too many diseases, it's too much bullcrap out here. We need healing. We need wholeness. We need, self-education and not just Google reading. So, guys, tribe, ladies and gents, I'm just going to tell you guys, as your tribe leader, to do the best that you can to listen to your spirit within and to unlearn and get unused to the bad habits that your grandparents and great-grandparents had. Because I guarantee you, that will cure whatever foolishness is in your bloodline, darling. I'm working on mine right now. Like I said, I have arthritis myself. And honest to God, my hands be hurting, y'all. My hands and my knees. That's why I have the arthritis at. It be hurting. Even sometimes my elbows. It be hurting. And basically, darn near everywhere where it's a joint. Because that's what arthritis is mucus in your joints. Because mucus gets everywhere. When you eat too much mucus causing foods, mucus gets everywhere. There's no place in your body that mucus doesn't get to. So when mucus starts to settle in your bones and in your muscles and between your cavities of your muscles, and it starts to irritate your muscles, that's where the pain comes from. But I mean, you can only fix these problems if you want to. You can't fix these problems by talking about the problem. You can only fix these problems by finding out the solution and gearing strictly towards solution, not gearing towards the freaking problem. Every time you focus on the problem, guess what you get? More problem. But darling, let me leave you on this note. When you focus on the solution, baby girl, baby boy, when you focus on the solution, you get a solution. So, I'm pushing for my tribe to get their solutions. Get the solution to all the issues, all of the problems, all the complications that you have. Get the solutions. Don't focus on the problems. Don't. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Don't focus on the problems. Focus on the solutions and look forward to the solutions and look forward to positive change, because that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to be able to literally undo bad habits that your parents have had for generations. You're going to be breaking generational curses, and you're going to be breaking generational sicknesses. And you can teach your children what you're learning. See y'all. Take that as it resonates. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Thank you all for the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a heck of a lot. Y'all have no idea. So, I will be back with another video. You guys take care of yourself. Stay wealthy and stay healthy, because baby, you wealthy already, okay? Just like me, I'm a millionaire, baby. Listen, I'm working on becoming a billionaire. I don't see the money yet. I don't see it yet. Not in my hands, but I see it in my mind. And I'm going after it, and I'm going to go find it, and I'm going to get it. And y'all part of my tribe, y'all going to do the same thing. See y'all. I see y'all on the other side. When we get finished healing and improving and getting better with life, you got yourself to thank for it, because you didn't give up on you, and you didn't decide to think to yourself that there's no way to help yourself. You decided to realize there's a way to help me, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to carry it out, and I'm going to teach this to my children. So therefore, there will be no more passing on toxic energy, toxic habits, toxic sicknesses to any more people in my family. You have that choice. I had that choice, and I chose. You have that choice too. Never forget that. You are the CEO of your own life. You can heal. You can upgrade. You can improve any time you want to, honey. You don't have to worry about nobody trying to tell you. You can't improve. You can't upgrade. You can't heal that. You know what I've come to the conclusion of realizing? The same thing that my mother taught me when I was little. Can't is not a part of your vocabulary, unless you're saying you can't do something wrong. Okay? And for me and mine's, which is Ruth and her tribe, the true tribe, let me tell you, know this. Can't nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. You the only one that can stop you. So instead of stopping yourself, give yourself the go ahead and finish the race and win. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and become a part of the Beautiful Truth Tribe. I'm here for y'all, and I appreciate that. I know that y'all here for me, and we got each other's back, and we are an amazing community, and we healing over here. We vibing over here. We leveling up over here. We're not allowing nobody to tell us what we cannot do, because we finna turn around and tell them, watch me do it. All right, guys. See y'all next time.